The American sled hockey team has done what no other sled hockey team has been able to do, win the gold in consecutive Olympics.
What a moment this weekend for the USA and for San Antonio at the 2014 Paralympics in Sochi. The U.S. sled hockey team has 3 members of the Rampage sled team. And as you heard, they won gold. San Antonio's Josh Sweeney scored the game-winning goal against Russia to win gold for the Americans. Rico Roman and Jen Lee are the other local athletes coming back to San Antonio with gold medals. And watching all this very closely, our good friend Daniel Velasquez. You doing all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. He would love to be part of the U.S. Paralympic team someday. Last week, we shared you his story, and the reaction from San Antonio, I got to say, was absolutely mind-blowing. It was overwhelming. I've been watching you on Twitter, been following you. We've been exchanging emails a little bit. What's this been like for you, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or people literally coming up to you on the street and saying, I saw your story Sunday night. I saw it on the web. You're inspirational. You inspired me. What's that like?
It's been really mind-blowing to me. When I did this story, I wasn't going there to be an inspiration. I was just going there and telling people, you know, this is what I want to do. I want to run for Team USA. And for people to really react on Twitter and say, you know, your inspiration, I'd love to donate to your cause. It's been really great. I did not expect this when it all started.
I didn't expect the outpouring. I knew San Antonio would get behind you, but what we've seen is breathtaking. Now, folks who have not seen the story, in a nutshell, you were born with cerebral palsy. Doctors told you, in a nutshell, you're not going to walk.
Yeah.
You did. You're not going to run. You did. You'll never play sports. You did.
Yeah.
You have. You continue to do that. You're the biggest sports fan I know. What is it about that word, no, that you just literally attack it and turn the no into a positive?
I think it's mainly determination. You know, someone tells me I can't do something and I want to, it's going to happen. It might be a little bit different than how typically developed students play sports, but I was determined to play sports. I was determined to walk, and I'm determined to represent Team USA.
The phrase that always gets me, I'm not going to cry, but the phrase that always gets me is differently abled. What's that mean for you?
It means what it would mean to anybody. You know, I'm abled. You know, people see disabilities and they say, oh, you're disabled, you're not abled. No, I'm abled. I just do things differently.
Said very well. He said it the other night. He says it again very well. When we were putting the story together, and I told you this a few moments ago, when we were putting it together, there was a part of the interview that I was just desperate to get into the final version of the piece, and we couldn't. But we're going to run it tonight, and I'll get your reaction. But the setup is, I asked Daniel, I said, hey, man, you go to the International School of Americas there on campus at Lee, and I said, what's it like for your friends to support? What do they think of all the training that you do?
They think it's crazy. From one year to the next, my friend will look at me and just be, man, you've bulked up, you're ripped.
Right. In fact, here's what he said.
It was really hilarious. I started building a lot of muscle when I went to Brungie, and one of these days I wore like a sleeveless shirt, and my friend goes, man, you are ripped. And I said, yeah, I guess I haven't really noticed it that much.
And we got you to flex. We got you to show the gun show. Cameron Cox went out there, and I know you didn't want to do that, but thank you so much for doing that.
No problem.
And he is ripped, by the way. All right, 2016 Rio, a spot in the U.S. Paralympic team. That's what it's all about. However, a portion of the dream is going to come true this summer. You're on the U.S. junior team. Tell us a little bit about where you'll compete and what you're going to be doing.
Okay, so I'll be competing with the IWAS USA Junior Paralympic team at the IWAS World Junior Games this summer in Stoke Mandeville, UK. So that's in England, yeah.
All right. So, and what's your event?
The 100 and 200 meter.
And you can fly. I've seen you train. Are your times getting better?
Yes, we believe so. I'm excited.
All right. I didn't know this until you and I were talking. This wasn't part of the original interview, but you were letting me know, hey, if I make the junior team, we got to foot the bill. And we kind of talked about that. And when we were putting the story out on Twitter, everybody just started asking us, you, me, everybody, hey, how can we help? We want to make his dream come true. And you set up a GoFundMe account.
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw up the information here. And to see people and how they have turned out and supported you, like I said, mind-blowing. First of all, if you haven't seen the story, it's on our website, news4sa.com. It's on the front page. It's under the trending column. And there at the bottom, GoFundMe.com/HelpDanielRun. I know when we aired the story, there was less than $1,000 in it. Now there's close to $5,000 in it. People are donating $20, $15, $50, whatever it is. They just want to be a part of it. I know that meant a lot to you and kind of got you a little emotional this week.
Yeah, you know, when I started this whole thing, I started it about a month ago, and I thought, okay, maybe my friends, my family would donate, and I might be able to raise the money for me to go by the time I have to leave. And so that was the goal, and I thought I could do it. And this past week, as I was checking my account, I realized I reached it, and it was the point where I was in tears because I couldn't believe that so many people had just cared about what I was doing and really had a belief in me. And then I was thinking, well, of course it would happen. This is San Antonio, and we're in a great city, and we got people who care. So
you're a hero.
No,
I know you hate that word and you don't see it, but you really are. To a lot of folks who watched our story the other night, to watch your story the other night, you're a hero. Oh,
well, I appreciate that compliment.
All right, so I had an honor. I had a real honor telling the first chapter of your story. I'm hoping, you're hoping, this is just the very, very beginning.
Yes,
we're going to see you in England in
August.
Good luck. Keep training.
Thank you.
3 days a week right now?
Yes, sir.
You want to hit the gym, you want to bulk up, you want to run fast, follow this guy on Twitter and get his techniques. Daniel Velasquez, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much. Go USA.
Go USA. All right, coming up from one dream to another miracle at work in San Antonio next.
Pint-sized point guard Nate Robinson has always taken on big things. So Taco Bell's biggest taco was no big deal. But you are not Nate Robinson. The new